What's going on, guys? I'm Drew with Comic Slate here with
Kyle, not Kevin.
So time for the top 10 of the week.
Yay!
Top 10 and honorable mentions. Honorable mentions of the week as well.
I got one.
You got one? All right. I've got 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 honorable mentions.
I don't know if I agree with that, but all right.
Okay. And hey, like, people say we talk about all the bad things. No, we don't. We talk about great things.
There's great stuff here.
There's great stuff this week. So if you're new here, please remember to like, subscribe, comment, hit the notification bell. It's down there somewhere. Usually it helps with the algorithm. Please, please, please do. All right. So let's get with the honorable mentions. Going to get right to it. We had an epic rants with the Skibbits and Nez of the week.
Mm-hmm.
If you didn't watch it, ooh, man, we had words.
It was a doozy.
Yeah, we had some words. But first honorable mention I have got of the week is Amazing Spider-Man number 7.
Oh, I have Samurai Doggy.
Okay, yeah, I feel.
Mm-hmm.
So you hated Amazing Spider-Man.
I did.
I like the Amazing Steve Spiderman.
Okay.
Number 7. But I agree. Once again, the art was god awful.
Yes, it is.
I agree. John Romita Jr. just needs to
go away.
I would say like what the Alaskans do: put him on an iceberg and just push him off.
Yeah.
Let him. Yeah.
He can doodle all he wants.
Yep. So yeah, we still don't have answers for what happened to Peter, that town, and everyone else 6 months ago. Peter is working for Norman now. He made upgrades. Norman is a socially awkward female scientist intern who talks a lot. That's original.
Haha, and she fumbles stuff.
That's original. Can you imagine if they did that on a show called Arrow? You know, Green Arrow.
That'd be stupid.
She became the star after like 20 seasons. Yeah, no.
Dumb.
But the action kicks in with the Vulture toward the end. I did like that. It's not that bad, and it's an honorable mention. Because toward the end, latter half of the Vulture, it does get good. I'll say that.
Okay. All right.
Yeah.
All right, click what you want. Samurai Doggy. This was a shocker for me.
Mm-hmm.
The title, I was like, this could go either way.
Mm-hmm.
And it's a thick book.
Yeah.
That could go either way also.
It's so thick.
Uh-huh.
Yeah.
This is a fun story. It's a revenge plot, I guess.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, it gets you right away with the puppy and the mom. It's like, oh, Jesus. Like, we got one of those. And then this dog is not dead, comes back, and it has a robot vulture sidekick thing. And that's kind of cool. It's this futuristic world. It's hard to describe what kind of world this is. But yeah, it's this dog coming back, and he becomes a robot, and he's
My God, you're a robot. My God, you're a robot. Yeah.
And he gets into fights at an amusement park. I mean, it's cool. It's manga. The art's great. It's very kinetic, very fast paced. I really like this story. It was really good this week. So that's a nice book.
Yes, it is. All right, my next one is Elvira, Elvira in Horrorland. Horrorland.
Yeah.
Okay, it's Horrorland number 3. It's just simply fun. It's funny. I find it funny. I enjoy it. Elvira is on the Sulaco. Oh no, I'm sorry, the Nostromo, not the Sulaco, the Nostromo in Alien, and shenanigans ensue. I have fun with it. It's just a fun and funny story about her trying to survive and find that remote to make it to the next movie. The next one should be fun too. I can't wait for the next one.
But she survives every time.
We don't know that. Maybe she was going to be impregnated with one of the alien.
Really?
Because
it's not part of the movie, so it can't happen.
I enjoyed it. It's a funny movie. Look, if you remember her show, her late night shows, intercutting with stuff. They're filled with cheesy jokes, and that's what you get with this. You're getting Elvira and those cheesy, and I enjoyed it. It is what it is. I enjoy it for being that, and so there you go. I enjoy it for that. There you go.
Okay.
Next one I got is 8 Billion Genies number 4.
I'm shocked. This was you've poo-pooed this.
No, not necessarily poo-pooed. It's just it had some logical fallacies with it. I've had, but
they fixed it now. It really makes sense.
No, it really does. This issue was really kind of funny.
That's actually awesome.
Yeah, people who wish to be superheroes and supervillains are fighting each other. Yeah, sure, why not? Yeah. But the record scratching moment is the woman who accused a guy of stealing when he was given a loan from a bank. Mm-hmm. I was like, wait a second. When you're given a loan from a bank, regardless of the amount, that's not stealing.
No, it's a loan.
It's not stealing. No.
Yeah.
No. So, but then the twist, like you said, you get a twist with this, with a character and the genies, and then discover the truth about what they're doing. This is just phase 1.
Yeah,
we're getting to phase 2.
Yeah, like phase 1 is superheroes.
Yes.
Or something. They call it. It's like, that's fair. Yeah. That's about right.
Yeah, and we see what the next phase is going to be for the planet as well, and it's pretty interesting. Yeah, it's good. It's good. It got me. Yes. So yeah, check it out. It's gotten better. I'll say that.
Didn't read it.
Of course you didn't. Next one I got is Astronaut. Astronaut down. Number 3. This has been the best of the 3 so far.
Correct.
So our hero Douglas is explaining to this alternate universe's girlfriend, and she just goes off on him. When that happens, I'm just like,
she lets him have it.
Jesus Christ. Meanwhile, his world is falling apart, and he's running out of time.
Yep.
Yeah. Does he make it back in time? Where does he make it back to?
We just don't know.
Yeah, you got to read to find out. It's decent just to look past her just going full on Jerry Springer on him.
Yeah, just cut this out of this book, and you have a really solid book.
Yeah.
Damn.
Next one I got is Mighty Morphin Power Rangers number 99. Yay. So yeah, it's gonna have the best. You got to do the Baskin Robbins. Yay! You got to do it like that. I really enjoyed this one. I liked it. There we go. I liked it. There's some interesting twists with this. I did like the twists. You think certain characters are certain characters, but they're not. So that was a great twist. And we also discover some things at the end too. Like something happens to a major Power Ranger character in this. It's like, oh shit, I did not see that happening at all. Like talking major stuff. I don't want to spoil it at all. I'm not gonna spoil what happens to them. It's great. I didn't see it coming. But yeah, so this is leading up to a monumental 100th issue. I cannot wait. This is a solid read for a Power Ranger fan. Pick it up.
All right.
Next one I got is Jurassic League number 4.
Geriatric.
Because hey, look, all I'm gonna say at this point, you get what you get when you buy this.
100%. That's it.
Get what you get.
Yep.
It's the Justice League as dinosaurs, and it's fun. There you go. Well drawn, well illustrated. It's fun story. Next one I got is James Bond 007. I am giving this. No, this is not a 00 negative.
00 negative.
No, it is not. After reading and watching dog shit of the worst kind when it comes to James Bond, I'll gladly take this. I will take this over No Time to Me Too. I'll take this over the lawn worker with the Gatling gun leaf blower thing. I'll gladly take this over all that crap. Is the art great? No, it's not.
It's bad.
The action scenes should and could be a hell of a lot better. They look stiff as hell.
Terrible.
But the story and mystery, I really dig it. Mysterious group that's conducting operations around the globe, eliminating people, but one of Bond's old mentors may be involved.
Spectre.
No, they didn't say Spectre now.
It's Myriad or my.
But it's a fun read, and I'm very curious to see where it goes. Finally, a decent James Bond story in a long time. I'll gladly take it. Yes. And here we go.
Okay.
On to the top 10 of the week.
Best of the best.
Best of the best. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. 10. Here we go. And so from number 10, that means I gotta randomly do it. I'm gonna randomly do it. No one's gonna know what's gonna happen.
You're welcome.
That's what I love about it. Number 10, I got Vampirella, Fairy Tales.
I have Jurassic League number 4.
Okay, Jeff Field, why don't you finish my thoughts on Jurassic League?
You know what you're getting at this point. It's what we said before. It's still doing what it's doing. Still fun. Good art. It's just fun. It's good.
Yeah, and speaking of fun, I had Vampirella, Fairy Tales number 1. This was not bad at all. I was shocked how good this was. The art could have been a tad better.
Art's bad.
But hey, we get a solid fight with Vampirella and the wolf, so I can't complain. It was a solid fight. It's multi-pages.
It was a solid fight.
It was several pages.
Fight.
Several pages. It's a fun story with Vampirella as Little Red Riding Hood. And look, this is another sexy cover by Lyris Lee. I love this cover. This is hot as hell. I love it. Yes. So yeah, this is a solid number 10 pick of the week. Yeah, it's fun.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay.
Great.
Wonderful.
Good. Number 9 of the week. Boom. Draculina number 5.
There's something wrong with Patrick Todd.
Okay, I was more forgiving on this. You were more forgiving on that than I am.
Correct.
Okay, why don't you?
I don't know why you don't. I really like this story.
Like I said, the reason why I don't like it is because it's a cheap, lazy, half-assed knockoff version of Harbinger from Valiant. It is the same fucking setup. And it sucks.
See, but I didn't read that.
Okay.
So there's something that was a little off with this, and I finally figured it out that it's very Canadian because it takes place in Nova Scotia and all this. I'm like, okay, so it's slightly lesser than, but it's a fun series, and it's just really weird. And Patrick Todd is on the run, and we find out who's looking for him, but we aren't sure why yet. Still, we just know that this character, who AKA is his dad, and we don't know why, but we don't know why he's killing people either. So the intrigue is there. It's exciting. I have a lot of fun with it. It's a good book.
Speaking of book I had fun with, Draculina number 5. A very good book. This was fun. Once again, I've loved this series. It's fun seeing these female bitch vampires having to get along with one another when they hate one another. I love it. It's because you have the one Draculina, the older self, you have the younger self. They just hate it. They hate each other. It's great. And they're on the same plane right now because the candle is gone. It's the reason why I like this and why it's good is because they're so well written. That's why they're so well written compared to the other crap we've had this week, where they're pretty much intolerable. You love to hate these characters because they're so well written. That's why I love it. Just because they're actual characters. They're not caricatures. I believe it.
You sure?
I buy what they're saying. I love it. I can go with it. Just I sense the hate. I know the hate. They've set up the hate they have for one another. It's great, and they're having to play off one another and having to survive off one another. It's great. And who wrote this masterpiece? Christopher Priest. It takes a man to write a good woman. That's all I gotta say. Oh, yeah.
How do you write women so well?
Yeah. Think of a man. Take away reason and accountability. Yeah. And we get a big surprise at the end. Yeah. I love it. I love the series. Yeah. Draculina number 5. Love it.
You can get through it. Go right ahead.
I can't because I love Christopher Priest.
Yeah. I guess so.
All right. We're on to number 8. Right? Number 8?
7?
7? 8? I think 8. 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Yeah, number 8 of the week. The Ocho. I've got Samurai Doggy, number 1.
I have X-Men Legends, number 1.
Why so low?
This is so high. So low, meaning it should be worse.
No, it should be higher on the list.
Should it?
Yeah. Well, let me finish my thoughts on Samurai Doggy. Yeah, this was a lot of fun and very different. That's what I liked about it. It kind of reminds me of Good Boy, but different. They're kind of Samurai Doggy with a robotic vulture mentor. Sure, I'll gladly take that. Sign me up for that. Yeah, action-packed, fast-paced. Thoroughly enjoyed it. Yeah, it's got the manga vibe to it. I can go along with that because I'm slowly appreciating it. It's not my preferred style of art.
I still have a hard time following it as far as when it's black and white and all the characters kind of look the same. It's a little difficult to figure out what's going on.
Yes.
Which is why it was an honorable mention. Because I'm like, some of the fights, I'm like, I don't understand.
Because there's some those they do that. How they do it like in the anime, it's very fast paced. So you can't see. I'm like, I want to see it.
Yeah, I need to see the fight.
Yeah, exactly. I want to see it. Yeah, not the blur. It's not Superman. All right.
Exactly.
Yeah, but it's still good. I really enjoyed it. Samurai Doggy number 1, X-Men Legends number 1. Roy Thomas back. Roy Thomas, Wolverine, sex.
Yeah,
go.
That's what this is. He's finally back. So this takes place before Giant Size X-Men number 1. We get that what happened.
Yeah.
So it's like after Hulk 181, 182.
Yeah, he gets picked up in that middle tube.
Yeah. So it's like now we see what Wolverine was doing and what Hulk was doing at that time. And this just felt like a nice warm blanket on a cold day. Like it's like, this is X-Men. Like this is what I've been wanting. This is real Wolverine. I was like, oh, this felt so nice. The art's fantastic in this. Anytime between that with the Giant Size X-Men, it is just so nice to go back in time and enjoy it and having a good artist and a good writer.
Well, not just that, like talented creators working on the book, talented people working on X-Men. Yeah.
So we're gonna get all this stuff. We're gonna get stuff with Beast later on, and so it's like I'm super excited for this. This was a solid recommend.
Yeah, because you get the Brain Corp, up the Brain Corp. It's like, yeah.
Like, oh shit. Art was great. I love this book this week. It's a solid recommend this week. It was better than I thought it was gonna be.
Yep, I agree. Yeah. All right, here we go. Moving on.
Moving on up.
Yeah, moving on up to number 7. King Spawn number 13.
Deceased, War of the Undead Gods.
Wow, why so low?
Because it's good.
Jeez, Kyle. Explain yourself.
This is a good issue. I'm intrigued by this story. Art's great. So all the gods on New Genesis now have been turned to zombies, and doesn't look good for our heroes at this point.
No.
And this was a good first step. But I'm kind of dampering my expectations on this one because you just don't know.
No.
It's a good first issue though. Action packed, like I said, with what's going on and some character being dropped onto a planet, and then it's like, oh crap! It definitely is a no shit moment. So good art, solid recommend.
All right, speaking of recommend, I got King Spawn number 13. Get the return of Raven Spawn. Haven't had Raven Spawn since Curse of the Hell Spawn series, I think. Yeah, long time.
I don't remember that character. I'm like, oh, okay.
Yeah, they're digging deep with these all these old. Yeah, I love it. Yeah, Spawn doesn't. So help Raven Spawn. There's so many spawns at this point. It's
too many.
We got to keep track. Hell Spawn has a nice confrontation with Spawn and tells him something he wasn't prepared for. It's like, oh, maybe Spawn isn't the king. It has been nothing but a pawn this whole time.
Hail to the king, baby.
But whose pawn? Yeah,
Hell's
we just don't know.
Pawn.
Yeah, the art is good, but it's not good for the action scenes. I'll say that. Yeah, the action scenes it's like 007. It's like, sorry, dude, you're good artists, but you're not meant for action scenes.
There's a really gory scene in here that I would love to have Capullo or Brett Booth or somebody else to see with the Raven and a certain character. I'm like, oh, this could have been. Yeah, it's good. Could have been better.
But yeah, this is still very, very good. And the plot thickens. I love it. King Spawn number 13.
Okay. Good. Great.
All right. We're on to number 6. 6 of the week. 6. I have got Love Everlasting number 1.
Wow. I have Venom Lethal Protector number 5.
Wow. Okay. We got that's very surprising. Yeah, that's that high.
Same with yours.
So, okay, so we have to judge the comic as a comic. And I will say this was a solid first issue. Do I have a good idea where it's headed? Absolutely. Is it there yet? No. Could I be wrong? Maybe.
It's Tom King.
It's Tom King. So, leans where I could be right. But right now it's a maybe. But for now, this is a fun little mystery, quote unquote, involving a woman falling in love in different time periods, but she's suddenly remembering each one, and they're playing out like cliche, the tropish 50s, 60s, 70s, like romance stories, and they're fun. I like that. I like the first one. I thought that was cute. That was
kind of Mad Men-ish.
Yeah, it was like those the love comics from the 1950s, you know. And then the next one, she's like, "Wait a minute, you're not Jordan." It's like. Then just she's going through time. It's like it's great.
The hippie guy. Yeah, he's not a hippie. It turns out.
Yeah, it's like I had so much fun with this. It was great, and yeah, I recommend. This is a great first issue. But like I said, we'll see where it goes in the upcoming issues. But as far as the first issue goes, it's a solid first issue. I'll say that. I had fun with this.
Okay.
Boom. Let's say
something else I had fun with. Venom Lethal Protector. This whole series. So I'm judging the whole 5 issues. Together.
Okay, not so
solid
as opposed to me where I'm actually judging the comic on the comic itself. Okay. Yeah.
But when it ends, it's like, okay, this was a solid wrap up. We had Justin Hammer v Venom, and it was good. I had all that I wanted to see in this. It was Venom just making his way somewhat, albeit easily.
Very easily.
And to get it. But I kind of liked the whole team that Taskmaster put together, and Venom just easily just dispatching them like they're nothing because they are stupid ass characters with the dumbest names. It's like, okay, there's no way you're going to be able to put up a fight against Venom, and they don't. And then what? And then Taskmaster just leaves on a boat. I actually kind of liked it. I would have liked to have seen a fight with them, but the fact that he just leaves, I kind of like that too. But yeah, I really like this series. I friggin' love that cover. That cover is just absolutely awesome.
I think that's John Boy. That's John Boy, I believe.
Yep. Looks like it. Yeah. But anyway, I had a lot of fun with this. Much better than the current ongoing Venom right now. So
yes, I will agree with that. Yes.
So yeah, I had fun with this week.
Okay. So there we go.
Weird.
Yeah.
Weird, wild stuff.
Yeah. That was number 6.
Yeah.
Yeah, which means we're up to number 5. I got Prodigy, Icarus Society, number 2.
Oh, I have King Spawn, number 13.
Why don't you finish my thoughts on King Spawn, number 13?
Yeah, so after the decision was made about the God Throne, Spawn realizes there were things in play he didn't anticipate. And the Raven Spawn
didn't see that coming.
He did not see that coming. Now he doesn't know who he can trust at this point and who has him in their sights. This was good. I really liked it and how it goes. It just keeps going down. It's like all he does. It's like he wants Wanda back, and what am I going to do? And I'm going to do whatever it takes, and fuck all y'all. And if just people are trying to be like, okay, but be careful though.
Yeah,
like you realize it's not just that simple in what you're trying to do here.
And he knows.
Yeah.
Spawn is well aware. He does this. He brings it back. This is the end of everything.
Yep. And he's like, it's like, dude, you're the one making the decision. It's like, you need to be really careful about this. And I'm just waiting. He's just building up that tension for something really big to happen. And I can't wait. So I'll recommend King Spawn.
Yeah. Speaking of a solid recommend, I got Prodigy, the Icarus Society, number 2. This was damn good. Effectively, this is the setup issue for our hero and what he has to do or he dies. I dug it. We get stuff involving aliens, Atlantis, an evil society, a guy who looks like he's operating out of the Tyrell Corp.
Yeah, I know.
Yeah, the pyramid from Blade Runner, and I think the same type of winged creature too, I believe. Or did he have an owl in the? Do you have an owl in Blade Runner?
I don't remember.
Because he has a falcon in this.
Yeah, that's true.
And I'm like, did he have a falcon or was it an owl? Might have been an owl he had in Blade Runner. I think it was an owl.
It's been a minute.
But I think the art was a bit of a step down.
I didn't think so.
Didn't think so?
Same artist?
Same. I thought it was a different artist.
Really? He switched artists?
That's what I don't know. It looked like a step down because it looks kind of, I don't want to say bland in some pages, but I'm just like, I guess.
I read it online. When we read it.
Yeah.
I read it weeks ago.
Okay.
And I just kind of flipped through it again to kind of remember, so I didn't pay that close attention.
Okay.
I don't know.
It's still a lot of fun, and I love this world that Mark Miller's created here. Solid recommend. Prodigy, the Icarus Society, number 2. Yeah, love it.
Okay. Good.
Great.
Wonderful.
Go yelling in the office. Number 4 of the week. Boom, X-Men Legends number 1.
Red Man, episode 2.
Why so low, Kyle?
Because it's good.
Wow.
Or so high.
Wow. So let me finish my thoughts on X-Men Legends number 1. This was just a flippin' fun comic. I love this. We get Wolverine versus the Hulk versus the Canadian government versus other characters.
Yeah.
It's great. I loved it. Wolverine is eventually sent to the U.S. on a new mission with a certain character I haven't seen in a hot minute.
Yeah.
And they're eventually trapped by more characters at the end.
Weird group of characters, too.
Yeah, it's a weird collection of them. Interesting.
Wait a second.
Yeah, there's some great stuff here. And I cannot wait for the next issue. The art is terrific in this as well. Solid recommend. X-Men Legends number 1. Roy Thomas, welcome back to the party, pal. It's great to have you back. Thank God we got a talent working on X-Men.
Please take over, X-Men.
Yes, please. Please take over. Yes.
Red Man 2, Icarus, I think.
Part 2 Icarus.
Part 2 Icarus.
Yeah.
This story is just fascinating. It really is. It's
so much better than it has every right to be.
Exactly. I'm reading this. I'm like, why do I like this so much? Because I never watched this growing up. I don't give a fuck about this character. I don't even know who this character is. It's just a derivative of Ultraman. And but I still can't help but you're watching, a character is watching this play out on TV.
Yes.
And
it's an alien watching.
Yeah.
Shit, spoiler. But we see it playing. Yeah, he's watching it. He's watching these events unfold like it's actual television.
Yeah, because these are actual episodes in real life.
Mm-hmm.
So this character, this Icarus character, hasn't shown up since the TV series aired back in, I don't know, the 60s. Who the hell knows? And I want to know why. Like, why is this alien watching this guy fight these kaijus?
Yeah.
I don't know. And I'm fascinated. And the art is terrific. And it's just long enough to where it's like, it doesn't overstay its welcome.
Nope.
There's hardly any dialogue, if at all.
Now here's the thing. I'm a writer. You're a prosperous potential writer. I know, and you know, that you do not need an abundance of dialogue to tell a great story, let alone a good story.
Correct.
And this writer and artist knows his place and knows he can convey a story, convey what's coming across in the plot without an abundance of dialogue. Correct. James Tynion or Claremont. I love Claremont, but he has his moments.
Scott Snyder at times.
Brian Michael Bendis.
Yes.
Yeah, but he knows you don't have to do that.
Mm-hmm.
If you convey the right emotions, what's going on in the moment, you don't have to say shit.
Yeah, and this character doesn't say anything, and I love it.
Mm-hmm.
It does exactly what I want it to do, and I'm intrigued, and I really want to read more of this. So, solid recommend for this series. Yeah.
If only I read it.
I know.
All right, so we just did number 4.
Yes.
4, right? So what? 1, 2. Damn it, didn't work. Fuck.
Damn it.
Number 3 of the week. I got DC's World of the Undead Gods, number 1.
8 billion Jennies, number 4.
Whoa!
Mm-hmm.
All right, I got DC's World of the Undead Gods, number 1. So we open the issue with seeing what happened to Supergirl and where she went, and it didn't turn out too well for her.
Nope.
At all. Which I laughed. I enjoyed that. That's pretty funny. But things seem to be going in a better way for the remainder of our heroes. Which is good, recovering,
trying.
Yeah, trying to rebuild society. People are coming back who were once dead. And they're lamenting over the fact that some of them can't be brought back. And one of those 2 of those characters who had to kill them, it's like but they understand, like, you had no choice at that moment.
Yeah. Like any zombie apocalypse.
Yeah. And then Brainiac attacks. Or does he?
Maybe.
Or does he?
He's a douchebag.
This was a damn good read. Finally from Tom Taylor. It's taken him well over a year. Yeah. Since, I would say, Dark Knights of Steel number 1 last year. Number 2 last year. Yeah, that was last year. That was last year, baby. Yeah.
What number are we on?
I think 3? 4?
I don't
think 4.
Yeah. It just stopped coming out.
Yeah. And then they realized, hey, these guys' reviews, they're pretty much dead on with their reviews. This comic is bad.
We are the best reviewers out there, yeah.
Yeah, we are the best. But yeah, this was damn good from Tom Taylor. Really, really, really strongly recommend this. It is damn good.
It is. It was a lot of fun. Better than I thought. 8 billion Jennies. Or Genies.
Jennies?
Or Gens. 8 billion Gens.
Gens, yeah.
Yeah. That's would be fun. 8 billion Gens. From Wishmaster. Ooh, it's a very interesting world.
Tell me you wish. Tell me what you wish.
You don't even have to say you wish, and I'll just make it horrible for you. 8 billion G's number 4. We get more backstory to one of the certain characters in the Lamplight Bar and why they chose to do what they did, and it makes perfect sense now. It's like, oh, okay, I love that. So this ends the first 8 weeks of the world now, and there's like 1 million people left, I think, at this point, or billion. There's 1 billion people left, I think. So a lot of people have died at this point. I love this series. I love where this is going, and that this is the age of the superheroes. And then what comes next, we don't know because.
Well, we know, but we're not gonna say we're not gonna say what it is. But it's like it's all part of the plan.
Yeah, and it's good. It's so intriguing. I've had a lot of fun with this series, so I'll recommend for 8 billion Gens.
All right. Got him. Woo! Town Called Terror, number 5.
Icarus Society, number 2.
Oh, there we go. Cool.
Black and white.
Finish my thoughts.
Yeah, like I said, so I read this weeks ago when Sean got.
We got the email from certain
people,
certain
things,
certain people. Yeah,
people talking.
Yeah.
So yeah, like we said, Edison Crane now. He's always been the smartest guy in the room, but now we finally get to see what happens now, like what the play is now, why he's needed, why this guy with the chimpanzee hands.
I love it.
I love it.
Yeah.
I absolutely love it. Like, it is so campy and like 50s movie, but I absolutely love it.
It's a Silver Age supervillain thing to do. It's something I would expect from the Doom Patrol, and I love it.
Yes,
and it's got that Silver Age fun, and like I said, all this reminds me of just Buckaroo Banzai. I can see this if this were Buckaroo Banzai in current day. I could see this playing out just like this.
Yeah, you have evil mad geniuses, you got smart geniuses, you got secret societies.
You got the guy who could do anything like Buckaroo Banzai can, you know? Yeah.
And him being blackmailed into what he has to do now.
Yeah.
I absolutely love it. I love how Mark Miller writes this story. It's a lived-in world, and it feels massive in scope. Like the story just feels huge already in just 2 issues, and I absolutely love it. Super excited to see where it goes.
Absolutely.
Solid recommend.
And I got A Town Called Terror, number 5. Simon Kordansky's art in this is phenomenal. The opening pages alone in this are flipping graphic and terrific. I love that.
Yes.
So the prodigal son gets a huge life-changing piece of news in regards to his family lineage. It's like, whoa! It's legit like, oh, shit, I did not see that coming.
I didn't.
Yeah. And on top of that, his wife may have finally discovered where he is. And
no bueno.
No bueno. No, not for her. You know, who she runs across. Yeah. It gets violent. It gets tense. It gets terrifying. I love this series. I love this issue. Town Called Terror, number 5. It is fantastic.
Didn't read it.
Of course you didn't. I'm sure you didn't read. Your number 1 of the week, I've got Red Man, episode 2, Icarus.
Nice. I got A Town Called Terror, number 5.
Hey, why don't you finish my thoughts on A Town Called Terror?
So like we said, Henry is trapped in the Forgotten Realm at this point. He's reunited with a certain character we thought was a certain something. And there's a dark secret that is now let out. And he's got to join forces with a certain somebody to fight his way out. And like I said, the best thing about this is the art. The art sells this book. It makes it creepy. It just, I don't know. It's really hard to describe. Like, you have to have read this and looked at this art to fully appreciate and understand what it's trying to convey. And it does perfectly with this story. I can hear everything in this book, I guess, is kind of a way to describe it. I hear and smell and feel everything because of this art, and it's just absolutely gorgeous. I love this series. One of my top series this year, hands down. So I really hope it sticks to landing if it ends. Solid recommend for A Town Called Terror.
And I've got the strongest recommends right here for Red Man, episode 2, Icarus. Once again, this was just too damn good.
It is.
And much better than it has any right to be.
Correct.
Yeah, I love how Red Man was drawn in this. I love how he's drawn in this. If you look closely at his face, look at his face, how the events play out, and that smile. It's very, very, very creepy.
Oh, yeah.
And unsettling. It's like the Guy Fawkes mask, V for Vendetta Fawkes mask. It just looks menacing, terrifying, creepy. But he's a hero, but it's like, this looks terrifying. I love that's why I love that. I don't know if Matt Frank was going for that, but it came across like that creepy smile. It just
there is something menacing about it, and that's why it's so intriguing.
Yeah,
because what are they trying to say?
Yeah, so Red Man, he's hunting down a kaiju who's terrified for its life, and another shows up that had to get taken out, which is a fun fight scene.
Yes.
But something funny happens toward the end. Something very, very interesting. I'm legitimately shocked about how well paced, well illustrated, and how well told this comic is. This blows my mind. I cannot get over this. Matt Frank, if you're watching, if you're listening, if anyone knows Matt Frank, he is a legit, talented creator and I hope we see more of this guy in the future. He is now on my radar. Strongest of recommends for Red Man. Yeah, episode 2, Icarus from the Behemoth. This was amazing.
I agree.
Yeah.
Too good.
Yeah, you said it. It is too good. Yeah.
It is.
So there we go, guys. That's the top 10 of the week. What do you think? Are we 100% correct? 0% incorrect? Kyle, 99% incorrect? Let us know in the comments, guys. And please remember to like, subscribe, comment, hit that notification bell. It's down there somewhere, usually. Let your LCSs know about Born of Blood from the Lunar Distribution. FOC is at the end of August, the last week of August. And we'll see you guys again next time.